Dear God, well, look at that. So, Face Punch are quite literally asking you right now, what weapons in game would you like to see become skinnable next? Now is your chance to offer your own opinion, okay? I've literally lost my hair over this. This is insane. This is madness. We could actually start seeing a lot more brand new weapon skins becoming skinnable. But you have to offer your opinion. I've had a flick through all the comments here, and there's so many people asking for like the same thing that already exists. I want to see more Alien Relic skins. I want to see more Banana Ioka skins. I want to see more camouflage. That's not what was asked. The question was, what weapon skins would you want to see more of in game? What new skinnables would you like to see? So if you have a Gmail account, this tweet will be linked in the description, right? Click that, go through the survey, offer your opinion, please, because a lot of people here don't seem to understand what's actually being asked. And Face Punch, out of spite, might just give you nail gun skins, all right? Do you want nail gun skins? No? Well, go take part, right, before it's too late. Or you'll lose your hair like me. Anyway, cool. That's a nice thing to be aware of. And now, let's hop over to here and discuss all the brand new skins that have appeared over the past weekend on the Rust Workshop. So today it is the Rust Workshop skin checks for August 5, 2025. We have 103 skins. Now, let me just point this out. I might not have every single skin here that's been submitted, but please be aware, I'm only actively looking at skins that actually have a genuine good chance of potentially being accepted in Rust stores. I'm here for the financial, for the financial aspect. Basically, I'm looking at what actually could contend to appear in a Rust store, and I have to question whether there might be some potential problems in regards to wanting to actually make some investments based on collections that might be getting more skins accepted and whatnot. You get the idea. You've seen many of these videos. But for the new people, I'm just actively looking for potential investments. That's it. So I understand for those skin creators out there, they're probably wanting to at least get a shout out and whatnot, and I understand that. But quite a lot of you people are brand new, and I've never heard of you before. So at the very least, go in the description right now. You see the links to certain interesting details, such as the official Rust Skin Making Discord. Go join that and make sure your skins actually fit all the right criteria to actually be accepted. Because quite a lot of these new people don't realise they're not actually following the rules properly. And it's kind of pointless following you. Sorry to say. And I quite literally have already reached the maximum amount of people I can follow, which is also another problem. So I do apologise if I happen to miss anybody. There's also a human error. Sometimes I don't notice, and sorry about that. But at the very least, if you go look in the description right now, you'll see the link to the brand new patch of skins. And we're going to go ahead, identify all the collection continuations right now, and of course talk about all the other brand new skins. So you can go look at these skins in your own time if you so wish. The collection link is at the very top of the description. But now, sit back and relax, listen to the docent tones of Mr. Hedge as he yaps about all these deployables. So, let's go over to here and talk about this food drone shop fridge produced by Mr. 38. This is the representative of the many skins we're about to take a look at today. So, as you can see, it's a pretty interesting looking fridge. And we have a GIF showcasing the idea. I believe it might have kitties inside of it. That seems like a good deal. Yes, that does seem like a good deal. So, if you are interested in that type of idea, you could consider showing your support. You could consider voting yes or no. Now, let me just point this out. Voting yes or no does not impact whether the skin gets accepted or not, but the skin creator can see. So they can get a good idea in terms of if people actually like it or not. But if you really want to get your own personal opinion across, consider going to the comments. Offer some nice kind words if you truly want to, because it really does give them a nice, morale boost. Keeps them nice and motivated to keep wanting to put out nice creative designs in the future. However, if you don't like the skin and you know exactly why, if you see issue with it, why not offer some constructive feedback? Be nice, concise, and straight to the point. Try and help them out. And maybe their skin isn't accepted. But of course, they could look at your feedback, incorporate that into a brand new version of the skin. Maybe it gets accepted then. You help them out. So yeah, you get the idea. And so, as we look at the skin, I ask you, are you a fan? Does it actually come with kitties, Mr. 38? We need to know. But yeah, it's a perfectly fine, goofy looking fridge. If you like it, consider showing support. And yeah, so with that, let's now move on and talk about the next skin. And we have a collection continuation immediately. That right there is the B fridge. This, of course, being part of the B collection. And I've actually seen this in game already. It glows in the dark ever so nicely, which you should be able to see right there. Yeah, that's quite scary. Yeah. Now, I've actually seen this. One side glowed on the other side and one didn't. I'm not sure if that was a weird issue. If it were to be accepted, we'll see if that persists. But anyway, let's talk about the B collection. Now, unfortunately, SMM is not currently working. but we can look at Skinlytics. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see everything I want to see. So if I type in B, okay, we've got B cosplay, but I kind of want to look like the B metal door and all that. So, okay. I'm still new to this. There's a lot more websites being made like SCMM due to the issues we've seen. So I'm going to look around at other options. But what we see here is the B sheet metal door, which of course is accompanied with the B box right there. And if I were to go click the Steam page, there we go, perfect. Okay, I'm getting a good idea of how to navigate. But yeah, B box, small box, and of course the sheet metal door. So they're kind of down in price at the moment. And well, you might question, well, if we were to see a brand new deployable skin potentially being accepted, could they bounce up? Could they, have a nice spike in spike in price? Well, by default, I would say that, but they are losing interest, unfortunately. Now, this has actually only slightly gone below its rust or price. It's actually done a very good job. Sheet metal door that has transparency and glows in the dark. Who would have guessed? So, okay, fair enough. But we actually need to see that fridge potentially being accepted. And we're still kind of waiting for the berries fridge to be accepted. Neon berries, but that didn't happen, didn't it? So, yeah, we'll see. I'm sure you've got plenty of lovely bits of food and eggs that you might want to stick in the fridge and whatnot. I had to, sorry. But by default, I don't think it's going to really cause that much of a bounce. I don't think these are going to really be, going up and up that much. But hey, I can't say no. So maybe the small box might be pretty interesting, but it's kind of been slipping. But there's only so many of them available. Sheet metal door, though, I still expect that to just slowly go up in price as time goes on. We only have so many glow-in-the-dark sheet metal doors with transparency, so we'll see. Choice is up to you, but in regards to omnipresent, best of luck to you. I know you've been trying for a lot of, you've been trying for many different ideas in regards to new deployables, new doors and whatnot. Let's see if this actually gets accepted. So best of luck to you, good sir. Looks nice and cute. Right, so I think we actually saw this last week, and I do apologise to the skin creators, but I'm pretty sure we saw this last week. Propeller, green and black spinning wheel. Again, people, skin creators, they're making skins in reference to the brand new Pilot Hazmat DLC that's being introduced with the August Force White Rust door. And, the update. But I'm pretty sure we already saw these last week. I think they've just made new versions. Regardless, you've got some pretty cool looking designs right there. Could we actually see a brand new spinning wheel skin actually being added to Rust? We shall see. Best of luck to both of these skin creators, Mr. Sil and Mr. Igor. Moving on, we have the Cyber Roadsign Locker. So, Kosem's trying to build up a collection, but someone brought up a very interesting detail when I showed off the Hazmat Locker that he made last time. What happens if Face Punch changes the stats? Oh. I get that is why it probably wasn't accepted, Kosem. So yes, it quite literally gives you a nice little visual of the Roadsign armor, and it gives you all the details, how much protection it offers. But what happens if they change that in the future? That's probably why they don't want to accept that. So Kosem, if you're watching, maybe you just want to remove those details there, just have the picture. It's up to you, but it does raise a good point. So yeah, could we see something like that potentially being accepted? Consider showing support. It's up to you. Best of luck to you, Mr. Kosem. Right. Then we have a rug skin, and we've got some sleeping bags. Then we've got some furnaces to take a look at. So, ticket hairline rug. Quite literally, it's a ticket. Cobalt hairlines. Is it a one-way ticket? The Camu, it's a perfectly fine, cute design. So let's see if that works out. Best of luck to you. Over to here, we have the reflective sleeping bag produced by HSM Claytails. It's quite reflective. Who would have guessed? Now, does it glow? No mentions of glow. It does not appear to glow. It's just very reflective. Okay, fair enough. Looks pretty cool. So best of luck to you, HSM and Claytails. And then over to here, popcorn. Yes, produced by Mr. Again. Get a good look at that popcorn. Now, is this a collection? Ah, popcorn furnace. Oh, wait. Oh, that was last week. Yes, it was last week. Yes. Sorry. I looked at the treasure and I thought it was popcorn. Best of luck to you, Mr. Again. Sorry. Here we go. Yeah, I looked at that briefly and thought I just saw popcorn. I thought he produced 2 skins in the same week. I'm a crazy individual. I've lost all my hair and I've lost all my memory. Anyway, moving on. So yes, nice and shiny. What a lovely looking furnace. You buy it and you get even richer. Oh, wow. Can't go wrong with that. So best of luck to Mr. Y9J and Mr. 34633. Let's see if that potentially gets accepted. But you have competition. Señor Tomato. So Sepesh is making some very random designs in regards to different types of Señor Tomato skins. Not complaining. Where's my water purifier? Where's my tomato water? Do it. Go on, do it. Anyway, so Señor Tomato Furnace. When I first looked at this in game, and you would have seen it in my special preview video, I thought like this was the mouth. No, the mouth is still there. But you could just look at that as a nose, and he's just going, oh. So yeah, consider watching my preview video to get a good look at this. When it's lit up at night time, whilst it's not like super bright like light, the whole body just kind of like goes bright red, which is fine, no issue. It's noticeable, it's cool, it's cute, but they still look like giant open mouths. Right, so if we go over to here again, still getting used to this. If I type in Señor like that, does it work? No, I don't have the Spanish in, but there is no other tomato skins in the game. So if I just look at the garage door, yep. Now currently that is in the Rust store, isn't it? Yes. And as you can see, the whole collection is right there. It doesn't show me the, if it's in the green or not. So if you're watching a website guy, maybe like mention how if it's in the green or whatnot. That's $4, really? Let me go double check that. Huh. Looks like someone had a bit of a buyout earlier. Yes. Right. So it might not actually be worth $4. So anyway, Señor Tomato, you appear to be improving quite nicely. I guess a lot of people are starting to notice that you're getting some consecutive skins being accepted. Yeah, I just noticed Sheep with the Door as well. No, this is not due to the fact that the garage door was accepted. This seems to be a little bit later. Or am I wrong? It does feel a little bit out of place, I will say that. But hey, Señor Tomato, it's working out. So props to Sepesh. Let's see if it all works out quite nicely. And yeah, okay, fair enough. Maybe a brand new furnace could definitely cause all of these to go up in price a little bit more. I am a little bit skeptical about whether that's just buyouts. Hey, maybe the garage door might be an interesting thing to look at and discuss tomorrow. Because, of course, it's actually not abnormal. Oh, yeah, but we will discuss if we just want to stick with doing a barter or potentially making some purchases. That'll be in tomorrow's abnormal barter stream. So, moving on from there, here we have some storages to take a look at. Let me just grab all of these. Alright. I think... Oh, no. Yeah, they're all... Yeah, okay. Like the majority of them are small boxes. So over to here, you can see we have the Sunken Cargo. Small box. Mr. 9K has returned to it, making another version. So yeah, let's see if that works out nicely. Best of luck to you for this competition. Over to here, we have the Wire box. Lots of transparency. No lid. Pretty interesting design there, Mr. Beast. Best of luck to you. But again, more competition. Over to here, I need to go see this in game. This looks pretty wacky. This looks pretty cool. Hollow, small box. It glows in the dark and it's transparent. And if you touch it, your hand might set alight. It will burn. But yeah, that's looking pretty cool, Fuff. That is looking really out there. Really different. If only he could do a sheepman's door like that. But it would be too pay to win. It would be too pay to win. Over to here, we have the Incubator Wood Storage Box produced by Rosato. Yep, that'll keep you nice and warm. Keep the chickies nice and warm as well. That's a nice little picture. So, yeah. Oh, it's eggs. Oh, I thought it was like a heater. Well, I better go stick my head in that. Right, so best of luck to Rosato. I actually didn't realise. Well, incubator hedge. I just thought of heater. Whatever. Moving on. Bamboo Craft Storage Box. A nice weave design produced by Volt. Get a good look at that. Looking pretty crafty. Looking pretty cute. Maybe a lot of homely bases would appreciate something like that. So best of luck to you, Volt. Let's see if that potentially gets accepted. And over to here, we have the Jungle Wood Storage Box. So in reference to the recent jungle, special jungle items that are introduced in the jungle pack, we have a very cool looking small box design that resembles the bamboo style barrel boxes. Barrels? Just say barrels. Yes. So yeah, you can see that. Now you can see that. Cool. While looking at it as a box. Shut up. Anyway, moving on. Best of luck to you, Mr. Shino. Right here, we have the Flight Recorder Large Wood Box. Get a good look at that. Produced by Señor. Again, skins being made in reference to the upcoming brand new Pilot Hazmat DLC. So yeah, pilot, airplane, and aviator themed skins. So yeah, glows in the dark, looks pretty cool, so best of luck to you, Mr. Señor. Now over to here. Oh, wait, did I look at the same skin twice? Yes, sorry about that. Competition. Sinotype. Hype. Yes, it is the Ore Large Box. Now, I'm going to be straightforward with you. I don't think anything other than the firearms, the weapons box is going to go up in price. Wow, who'd have guessed? But no, seriously. So if I go back over to home, is it going to send me back to the front? Oh, there you go. Perfect. Now, if I look at this, 36,628 subscribers, that is definitely going to go beyond the sales we saw with the meds box the previous week. And if you've seen all of the storages except the firearms box, that is now pushing up to $16. But Sinotype ammo and meds are below $3. They're like barely above their rush store price, which is fine. It was to be expected. But yeah, with, components, meds, ammo, they're going to basically be stuck at around $3 potentially for the next several weeks through September, October, November. So it's very nice to see more and more, but there's also the worry of, are we going to see another storage collection being accepted literally after Sinotype? And how far are we going to go with Sinotype? Don't know yet, do we? But it is progressing. It is looking nicer. But only one box is doing very well at the moment, firearms. So if you took that risk, congratulations, you probably made a lot of profit. But yeah, it's another one. It's another brick in the wall. But hey, it's nice to see, and I'm sure a lot of people are very happy to see the ore box. What would you personally like to see being made next? Feel free to comment below. But yeah, all the other boxes just kind of sitting there. You might be better off putting down a bar order or looking at these around October time. When kids go back to school, there's a lot less skins being sold and whatnot. Prices drop off. You might pick these up for a cheaper price around then. The choice is up to you. So, okay, cool. Best of luck towards the see then. So yeah, alright then. Another collection continuation for Sinotype. Let's move on. We have some interesting looking wooden doors right here. Maybe these people didn't get the memo because it's supposed to be wooden double doors, the special item for the month. But hey, it's not a bad thing to see. Hey Vladimir, you should consider doing a wooden double door. It would look cool. It would look cool. And a lot of people would buy it. Because this right here is the always online wooden door. It's a third attempt, a version 3, and this is a collection continuation. So, Skinlytics, let's see if you can deal with this. Are you aware of always online? And the answer is yes. We have one skin. It is the always online garage door. Came out years ago. Does it mention it here? Does it give me the necessary details? The 19th of August, 2021. Yep, sold for $3.49. Right now it sells for $3.50. So basically right now it's evens. Honestly, I think you probably would consider it. Now, how's its sales history been over the past year or so? So yeah, it has been kind of going down. But if we were to see a brand new collection being reinvigorated, well, I think a lot of people would appreciate it. So K Vladimir, do consider doing the wooden double door next week. And I don't blame him if he realised, you know what, there's going to be tons of people doing wooden double doors this week. Maybe I'll just bide my time and put mine out 2 weeks' time or so. Smart. Wouldn't say no to that. So yeah, that is a collection continuation. It's holding its value, but it is still going down. But could things do a 180 with a collection continuation? That's for you to consider. But it is the third attempt, all right? It is the third attempt. But if we see the wooden double door, ooh, so we better keep an eye out for that. Will that potentially happen? Has it already happened? Not from what I can see. But I'm pretty sure he's considering it now, so best of luck to K Vladimir. And what do we have right here? Uport and Hyper Monster with a single wooden door as well. So, Protector, I'm sure you're fully well aware of this. We've had some interesting skins being produced and accepted over the past year or so. But that's not a wooden double door. It's just a single wooden door. Again, keep an eye out. I wouldn't be surprised if they make a wooden double door next week or the week after. So, yep, Protector, let's now look you up. Let's see how that's currently doing. So, Protector, there we are. I'm looking it up, and we've got a few skins being accepted there. Protector Double Barrel Shotgun is not part of this collection. So, Protector Sheet Metal Door, $1.58. Not very good. It sold for $3. Ugh. Protector Garage Door, that sold for $3 as well, didn't it? Well, apparently now it's at $2.13. But the Protector Sheet Metal Double Door, I'm pretty sure that sold for $3.49. Well, now it sells for just under $10. Sheet metal double doors are appreciated. We have far too many garage doors. We have far too many sheet metal doors. So, yeah. But it is a transparent glow-in-the-dark design, but the transparency is in a bit of an awkward spot. But yeah, it's slowly been recovering. To remind all of you, this did pretty bad initially, and then we did get collection continuations. It did bounce up, but since then it's kind of going, but now recently it's starting to go back up again. Again, what we just mentioned with the always online garage door, if we were to see more, we were to see a collection flourish, build up, Can't go wrong. You could see this bounce up a little bit more. Sold for $3, slowly picking itself back up. Let's see if we do get a collection continuation. So yeah, should I try and pick up some of those for $1 cheaper than what it sold for in the Rust store? The choice is up to you. You could also look at the garage door as well, but I would avoid the sheepman double door. That's already super pricey. But yeah, this is struggling, unfortunately, due to the fact that we just have so many garage doors. It's ridiculous. It's madness. And we keep seeing more and more and more, and Twitch drops and more in Rust doors. So, okay, cool. That's a perfectly fine looking addition that we potentially could see. So whichever version you like, do notice, where is the transparency? So if we could just look at this during the day. Where is it during the day? This tends to help me out a fair bit. The transparency, it's not in the upper part. Is it in the hole there? Oh, hang on a minute. Right. That isn't very clear. So let's look over here. Is it a slit through? No. Where is it? Guys, you really should have highlighted where the transparency is. Did you just refer to this as transparent? Yeah. That's not transparent. I think they just copy-pasted. I don't know where the transparency is in the version 1. But yeah, I got really confused then. That's a lot of transparency there. A lot more compared to what we've seen in previous Protector skins. So, okay, cool. We'll keep an eye out for that. All right, looking pretty good. Best of luck to you, Porn Hyper Monster. But yeah, make sure you got it correct next time. Right, now on to Sheepman Doors. Let's go get a good look at these. So, over to here we have the Crypt Flora Sheepman Door, produced by Edoinski and Hurricane. Get a good look at that. Lots of skulls. Guys, it's not Halloween. Or maybe they're just very gothic. Okay, fair enough. But it is pretty interesting. Compared to all the other skins I've seen so far today, it does stand out. It is a unique approach, so fair enough. And I should point out there's a... Oh, no. Now you're making it even more creepier. Come on, this just screams Halloween. But yes, that's the glow-in-the-dark version. So yeah, if you feel like, you know what, I could decorate with some human bones and whatnot, well, consider the Crypt Flora Sheepman Door. Perhaps this might be the skin for you. Over to here, we have a continuation to the garage door we saw the previous week. So it looks like Mr. Silitra is making some interesting designs on doors. It's like Brutalist as well. I guess that's the feeling. As you can see, it does faintly glow in the dark, as you could see right there. And then what was it? Was it a different plane last week? Yes. So that was all big and wide. Looks like it's a jet. And this one over here, maybe it's a little bit more stealthy, I guess. So it looks like we're seeing a different type of aircraft being put in a door every single week. Let's see if that works out quite nicely. Best of luck to you, Silitra. And yeah, it's another skin and reference to the upcoming Pilot Hazmat DLC. That's a giraffe. I don't think we're getting giraffes in Rust. But they would make for pretty cool horses. You could climb up its neck to be able to raid people. I mean, that does sound pretty funny. So, ideal. I don't know what you're going for, but I'm interested. So best of luck to you. Let's see if that works out quite nicely. He made the frog collection. Are we now going to get the giraffe collection? We'll see. So, do you like giraffes? Feel free to comment below. Sorry. Do you like hippos? Feel free to comment below. Because what we have right here is the baby hippo. And it's blowing a raspberry at you. So yes, this is the return of the baby hippo. We received, what did we get earlier this year? Was it a hammer? No, it was a rock. That's it. We got a rock skin. So if I go type in hippo, there we go. Hippo. I actually bought a bunch of these because it came out early this year and it was during post-Christmas. And I need to buy something so I could continue selling my other Rust skins. So I bought these for what price? What did you sell for? What price did you sell for? $2.49, yeah. Right now it's $2.13. I kind of want it to go back up in price. It's not the end of the world. I'm fine with that. Maybe next year, post-Christmas again, it'll go all the way up to $3. But you know what could help it out? More baby hippo skins being accepted. This poor baby is all by its lonesome self. There was many attempts for collection continuations, but Facepunch just refused all of them. So could we potentially see baby hippo getting more of a family? A cute baby hippo family? Are you a fan? Feel free to comment below. But yeah, that rock skin is improving. But it's still below its Rust price by about 28 cents. So, yeah. But yeah, look at that. So it's improving, but I want to see better improvement. I want to see a collection continuation. So if you're interested, invested, feel free to jump onto that. But yeah, if you're feeling like we could potentially see that being accepted, yeah, jump in. So best of luck to Yopka and Nancy. Let's see if we can get the cute baby. I should also confirm this does not glow in the dark. So yeah, we'll see what becomes of that. Right then, garage doors. So off we go. Let's get a good look at these. We actually don't have that many garage doors this week. We have a lot more wooden double doors. Yes. So let's just get through all these. Again, pilot themed skins. Helipad garage door. Produced by Mr. RAF. A perfectly fine neon glow in the dark design. Can't go wrong with that. Now, this one's a little bit more silly, a little bit more hectic, a little bit more crazy. So, yeah, do you prefer this? Feel free to comment below. But yep, produced by Falcon Costiche, Final Flight Garage Door. I'm on the highway to hell. Crash. Right, so, best of luck to you two. Over to here with the Neon Air Force Garage Door, a pretty cool looking neon design. Glows in the dark very nicely. Looking pretty sweet, a very cool looking emblem. Best of luck to you, Mr. Diaz. Let's see if you turn out to a whole collection and we get a cool looking deployable collection. Over to here. Okay, this one was pretty funny. Okay, come on now. That's. I think a lot of role players actually appreciate this. I think a lot of people would actually like to see this skin being accepted. Mr. Monomic Man, you've actually made a very clever idea. Terminal error garage door, glow in the dark. Who here has done a role play for an airport? Well, I think you would appreciate this, wouldn't you? So best of luck to you, good sir. And you can see here in the gift that it glows ever so nicely. And let's see if that potentially gets accepted. And this over here is the Skullgate garage door. So no themes here other than skulls. Produced by Bed and Ronan. Get a good look at that. So yeah, it's kind of brutalist with some graffiti on it. And of course, it does appear to glow in the dark ever so nicely. So yeah, are you a fan? Do you like what you see? Feel free to comment below and best of luck to these two. Pineapple. Now, I'm pretty sure we've had other pineapple skins before. I don't know if it's a collection continuation. So let's just go quickly look this up. Have we ever seen a pineapple? There's a furnace, right? Yes. Was it made by Zinc? Can I get the workshop page? Where's the workshop page? There it is. Gunyan Zinc. 2022. And what do we see over here? Gunyan Zinc. It is a collection continuation. Do you like pineapples? Yes or no? So, yes, we've had the pineapple lamp furnace in the past. I mean, if you just go Google this, well, on Steam. Pineapple, please. How's this currently holding up? Because I do remember it sold quite a lot, and then it just kind of went a bit funny. But right now, it's performing better than most furnaces. It's currently sitting here at $1.57. Do not remember what price you sold for, but yeah, initially it went quite high up in price, then went down, went up again, then went down, and then it's kind of going back up again. Well, you know what? If we see Pineapple Garage Door being accepted, I guess we can't say no to the idea of a potential collection. And of course, you know, the furnace spiking in price. All right, fair enough. So, yeah, is this a good time for a pineapple? Feel free to comment below. And, yeah, let's see if that potentially gets accepted. Best of luck to you two. Make sure you make a collection list. That would, I forget that's a rule, so make sure you do that. Cool. Right. And now we have wooden double doors. And there will be a short video that comes out with this video today, this Rust Workshop Skin Checks video. Go look at my shorts, you'll see a nice preview of many wooden double doors. However, by the time I made that video, not every single wooden double door skin was uploaded by then, so you won't see every single one of them, but you'll get a good look at most of them. And if you're a skin creator wondering why did I not add your wooden double door, again, it's because you uploaded yours later. Sorry, but that is the case. Sendox has produced the Keep Out wooden double door. It has transparency, it glows in the dark. Please consider watching my short video in which I showcase various different wooden double doors. You get a good look at that transparency. Very, very useful. Very, very interesting as well. Could that potentially be accepted? Sendox, you really should have done like a picture going really close to the windows there, because that's like your main selling point. But it does make a nice cool video here showcasing how it looks when you open it and whatnot. So, alright, cool. So, if you like that, please consider showing support. Best of luck to you, Mr. Sendox. Let's see if that potentially gets accepted. Over to here. Wild Hunt wooden double door. This is actually a resubmission. I do remember the design though. Looks very goofy, looks very silly, and when it glows in the dark, stands out very nicely as well. I think that's a very cool looking design. I showed it off in my special preview video for the week. I think a lot of people would appreciate it, but please be aware, wooden double doors are the special item for this month. AKA, remember last month? That's when it all kicked off. Salvaged ice picks. Loads of skin creators are suddenly making skins for them. That was all by intention. It's an initiative where certain items that just aren't getting that much love, aren't getting that much skins accepted. Skin creators are making a whole bunch of them for a specific month, and we'll probably see a lot more skins being accepted, and there's more diversity in Rust stores. So in the month of August 2025, could we see some very cool looking wooden double door skins? Well, that could probably be one of them, or the previous one we just saw, or the many others we're about to take a look at. So of course, let's go ahead and take a look at the next ones. Best of luck to Mr. VHS tonight. On Fire Wooden Double Door. That looks like it might hurt. So yes, produced by Señor Señor GMK. Get a good look at that. Perfectly fine, colourful design. Doesn't glow, but what do we have here? The glow-in-the-dark version. So, get a good look at this. Yep. And get a good look at it at night time. As we move over to here, you can see it glows a fair bit better. Yes, quite nice. Nice and noticeable. So best of luck to you too. But we do have competition, I'm afraid to say. Let's go get a good look at that. Over to here we have the Eclipse Duality Wooden Double Door. Now apparently this has transparency. No glow in the dark. So where is the transparency? Let's just get a quick look at this. Is it in the bottom part? Is there a hole here and here? I can see that. There's like a little bit of holes. So do you get up nice and close and show it? Oh, I can see it now. There's one there, 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 there. So there's lots of like holes in it. Looks like you can look at it at various different like sides and have a crouch and whatnot. Yeah, it looks like that might be useful. Yep, looking pretty cool, looking pretty sweet. But it doesn't glow in the dark. So if that's a concern to you, all right, fair enough. But Pepper Cole, that's a cool looking design. Best of luck to you, sir. And maybe you have a nice, interesting Deployable collection ahead of you now. Legacy Wooden Double Door produced by Shaft and Apache. So yeah, this is supposed to blend in quite nicely with the Legacy Wood. Yeah, Legacy Wooden building skin. So okay, cool. We did recently see the special high wall gate and high wall skins being made. So all right, let's see what happens next. Looking pretty good there. There's a second version as well. This has like crooked. Well, you know how the gate looks. Yeah, you got basically the exact same design. Sorry, there, I lost my tongue. There's transparency, so it's not like properly filled in, but it could be a very nice advantage to have. So yep, get a good look at that. And just to confirm, it doesn't glow in the dark. That's looking like a fireplace behind it. So yeah, all right, cool. Legacy Shelter has now got a double door for it, even though you can't fit it in. Well, best of luck. Oh no, there's a building skin as well. Whatever. Anyway, Tomb of the Octopus collection continuation. This has been around for a while, but we haven't seen a skin for a while, but now it's returned. Could we see the return of the octopus? Produced by Mr. Himmick, you might recall that we've had the likes of a garage door, we've had the likes of the sheet metal door, we never got the large box, we never got the rug. There's loads of skins being made, but they just weren't accepted. 2 skins, that was it. However, wood double door time. What do you think of that? Feel free to comment below. But if I were to go to here, type in octopus, I can confirm to you, those skins aren't holding up very nicely. No, that is down to about $1.10. That's down to about $1.10. Both of them sold for $2.49. Oh dear. But just to double check, because Steam prices, when you look at them by search, isn't always correct. Yeah, it's not doing good. It's not doing good. But is it recovering? Not really. Could we see some reinvigoration if we were to see a brand new skin being accepted? Well, it would be interesting to keep an eye out for, but we'll see. There is a lot of competition this week, but Himmick, it's a very cool looking collection continuation, a very cool looking wooden double door. Let's see if that works out nicely. Apparently, it does have a little bit of transparency, apparently. I can't see the picture now for some reason. So if I were to just quickly pull back over to here, can we see the transparency as clear as day? It's not showing it. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Right, I think you could just about see through there, I guess. I'd have to actually look at in-game to get a good look. So, okay, fair enough. Cool. Best of luck. Over to here, Whittled Bloom, wooden double door. We had one skin, didn't we? So if I type in Bloom, you may recall we had the likes of the Whittled... Oh, we had 2 with the wooden door and the large box. Both of them are down in price. So that is now selling for $1.18, and this is now selling for 87 cents. Not good, unfortunately. I mean, if we were to see the collection progress, if we were to get the brand new wood double door, hey, I wouldn't be complaining. So let's see if that works out, but wooden doors aren't very good investments, and we do have quite a lot of large boxes. We'll see. All right, that'll be the best I can say. But regardless, if you like it, if you think it looks pretty, if you'd like to see that being accepted, consider showing support. Best of luck to you, Mr. Yeah. Sunken wooden double door. So there has been quite some success for algorithm because, yeah, look at all the acceptances there. Sunken sheet metal door, accepted. Sunken sheet metal double door, accepted. Sunken garage door, accepted. Yeah, he's been pretty successful with the door skins. Could he be successful with a brand new wooden double door skin, which glows in the dark ever so nicely? You've got the octopus sticking their tentacles through, trying to grab something, holding the torch to get a better look as well. Look pretty cool there. So, alright, cool. Sunken collection. How's that currently holding up? And as you can see here, the door, oh, that's not doing too good. Garage door's not doing too good, but sheet metal double door is doing pretty good. So yeah, sheet metal doors, far too many, struggle to maintain interest. It's a struggle to maintain its price. It's down to 80 cents. Ugh. We've got the garage door, pretty much the same thing. Far too many skins being accepted, sitting there at $1.21. That's half its price. Oh. But over to here, the sheet metal double door. I can't remember what price it sold for. I do believe it was $2.49. That's now sitting there at $3.35. A great showcase of a sheet metal door, a garage door, and a sheet metal double door skin in comparison to each other's skins. Sheet metal double doors get appreciated more. Now, I will sit here and say a wooden double door would be appreciated more as well. We only have about 9 skins in total. So if you're approving of that, if you'd like to see more of this collection, then, you know, go ahead, consider showing support. Comment below if you like it. And yeah, let's see if that potentially gets accepted. Best of luck. Fish wooden double door was the first wooden double door skin I pointed out this week, technically speaking. You've probably already seen the announcement video. But yeah, God, there's a lot of wooden double doors, isn't it? Yes, it is. This collection is quite large. I don't think the wooden double door is going to make that much of an impact, but overall, the collection is doing very nicely for itself. It's doing very, very good. So, the more the merrier, and I'll be honest with you, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if that works out very nicely as a nice investment. More specifically, the glow-in-the-dark version. Yep, his eyes glow ever so nicely. Super noticeable and super goofy. Just go, best of luck to Shedmon, but yeah, I don't think that's going to have a dramatic impact on the already existing skins. So we'll move on from here. All or Nothing wooden double door. So, yep, the All or Nothing collection could potentially get a collection continuation. Let's go over to here. If I type in Nothing, is it going to get All or Nothing as well? There you go. Both of those skins down in price, unfortunately. Large box garage door, not doing the best. It's $1. And then over to here, $1.03. It's not looking pretty. No. If we do see a deployable collection, but I'll be honest with you, not everything works out perfectly fine just because a new skin's accepted. There's optimism, there's expectation, but there is no guarantee. So for what we have there, it does glow in the dark. It does look pretty cool. If you want to build up your base and make it look like Bandit, well, there you go. You could have your own special roulette. So anyway, I mean, it doesn't spin, but you get the idea. So PL3, Donny, best of luck to you. Let's see if that works out nicely, and let's see if that could, get that accepted. We'll see. Ultramarine. We're still going on. Yeah, there's loads of wooden double doors this week. Ultramarine wooden double door. The whole collection is doing very good right now. The prices are being held up. They're holding strong, and that glows in the dark very, very nicely. So let's go ahead and look at the Ultramarine collection. It's times like this I would appreciate if SUM was working perfectly fine, because you get that nice visual of looking at the entire collection. You see all of it in the green, in the positive. All of this here, it's doing very good for itself at the moment, still holding up its price. The rock came out recently. It's not doing the best, unfortunately, but it's not doing the worst either. So yeah, it's holding its price mostly. It's just sitting there, 19 listings, can't complain. That was the recent skin to be accepted, but overall, pretty much every single one is either evens or in the positive. If we were to see a wooden double door, I would be buying some. I would, I shall, I will. So yeah, wooden double doors do get appreciation. But my only concern is how many wooden double door skins will we potentially see being accepted? If we suddenly start seeing like another 10, okay, that might be a problem. So, okay, we'll leave it at that then. Best of luck to Jeeba. But overall, with the collection, the amount of skins accepted, just with that being accepted, it wouldn't really make that much of a difference. Okay, so we'll move on. Over to here, we have a sheet metal double door. Oh, we're finally done. So this is produced by Flashback, an interesting shipping container style skin. It's all nice and blue. And there's also a yellow version. So, do you like? Are you a fan? Do you appreciate the glow in the dark? It's also transparent, apparently. But I think the transparency is removing one of the things. In the future, Flashback, reference what has been made transparent. It helps. So, okay, cool. Thank you very much. Best of luck to you, good sir. And then over to here. Why, that just so happens to be the sheep middle door. Okay, look, just go watch my short video. Go get a good look at that, because I do bring out the single sheep middle double door. You know, the sheep middle double door. Let's just go look at it. Come on now. I want to keep my tongue. Take a look at this. Early 2024, we saw this being accepted. No, it was early 2023, correct? Oh my, how many times did I say it yesterday? It was early 2023. We saw the sheet metal door being accepted. Sold a little bit too much, and the price wasn't very good. Turns out someone's bought it out today. What? What is going on here? What? Someone has bought out how many? 110. What? Someone they must have watched my video and thought it was funny and bought out everything. Okay. I mean, if we get the acceptance, that probably would have gone up in price anyway, but okay. I don't know. So, we look at it, we question, but yeah, honestly, looks like someone's already beat you to it. Go look at third-party sites. Maybe go grab some cheap ones there. But there you go. Collection continuation. Does blend in quite nicely. Do consider watching my short video showcasing it, and just watch me just constantly say sheet metal tons and tons of times. Sheet metal walls for the sheet metal door with the sheet metal double door. I mean, yeah. Best of luck to Freddy and Krueger. Brutalist armored double door. Yep. So I'm pretty sure you're fully well aware of the Brutalist deployables, the door skins. They're pretty expensive, just a bit. So we just go over to here, type in Brutalist. We'll see for ourselves that the well, that sheet metal door is selling for about $15. The garage door is selling for about $8, and the armored door is selling for about $4.50, $5. Yeah, they all have transparency and they all have very nice glow in the dark. Oh, it's $14. Oh, sorry. But anyway, they all sold for what, like $3, $3.49. They have improved ever so nicely. People appreciate these doors. They like them. The amount of transparency you have is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. But no, seriously, these are working out wonderfully. And if we were to see a brand new armored double door being accepted, I'm not going to complain. Would it make sense if we had a wooden double door? I mean, I'm not going to say no, but it's up to Face Punch, I guess. So keep an eye out for the potential of that. But yeah, armored double door. Can't say no. I'm not sure if it's going to have a massive impact on all of these skins here. They're already doing very good regardless. So, armored double door. I await it and I'd like to buy it, please. So best of luck to Mr. Duck. And yeah, that's it. That's the final deployable skin for this video. And there was a lot, wasn't there? We're already way past, like, well, we're just literally about past the halfway point. Still got quite a fair bit to go, but we're already up to 42 minutes. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that, but there was a lot to talk about. A lot of collection continuations appeared. So shall we now move on and talk about the weapons and tool skins? We've got an interesting rock skin and two cool looking grenade skins. We have Sweet Orange Rock produced by Okef. Look at all the oranges hanging from the tree. That's actually pretty funny. That's a pretty cool little showcase there, Mr. Okef. So best of luck to you, good sir. Does not appear to glow in the dark or anything. It's just a cute little orange. Do you like corn? Do you like throwing corn at people? Do you like watching your corn explode? Well, we have Fresh Corn Grenade. So nice and fresh and quite crunchy. Yes. So produced by Firefly and Anetta. Let's see if that could work out very nicely. Have fun throwing corn at people. And then over to there, we have the Porcelain Grenade, a collection continuation to the Porcelain collection. We recently saw a very surprising pair of boots being accepted after 4 years in the workshop, the Porcelain boots. They're selling reasonably okay at the moment. If we could just quickly pop back over to here. Pop back over to here. I've got to click home. Okay. You going back? Okay. There you go. I have to really click it. They're selling okay. They're doing better than the AK. Ooh. But overall, with its collection, I can confirm that we did see some prices improve. The Porcelain Roadside Gloves, $3. Tier 2 has improved. Tier 3 has done a fair bit better. I mean, I'm not complaining. And the skin creator, Mr. Vase, is considering doing hoodie and pants again. I've asked him. He's interested. So we'll see what happens next. But those boots, we'll be considering chasing after them tomorrow. But they're not, if I can recall, they're not abnormal, are they? They're regular. That might be a big concern. But of course, we will discuss, do we want to just straight buy them? Do we want to consider, oh, I don't know, maybe just sticking with a buy order? We'll see, all right? So, looking pretty cool, looking pretty interesting, but that grenade by itself, it wouldn't make that much of a difference. Prices have already improved. So, we'll see. Looks nice and shiny. Props to Mr. Vase and Cubist. So we'll see what happens next. It looks nice. Right then, so let's move on. Bomb corn satchel charge. We just saw a grenade. Right, so over to here. We have the bomb corn satchel charge. A pretty cool, pretty goofy but funny idea for a satchel charge skin. And we haven't had a satchel charge skin in about a year and a half. So we'll see what becomes of this, but it does look pretty goofy. Little face punch logo there and whatnot. I hope it tastes nice. It doesn't mention what flavour it is. Is it just regular popcorn? Just regular popcorn? Or best of luck to Excuse Me and Humatism. Okay, yeah. Salvaged ice pick. Right, salvaged ice pick. So it looks like some skin creators are still making salvaged ice pick skins, even though we've passed the point where it was the focused item of the month. So Mr. Henon's giving it a shot with a version 2. Let's see if that works out quite nicely. Best of luck to you, good sir. And then we have a collection continuation. That's a Jackhammer skin. Arctic Skull has returned. So Arctic Skull was pretty successful about a year or two ago. Let's just go over to here and type it in. A lot of people liked it because we're treating it as an alternative to comics, aka white weapon skins, because we don't really have that many. So these skins, they're doing pretty okay. Not the best, but they're performing better compared to what they normally would sell for. So if we could just quickly go over and just get a quick look at like the AK, for example, the LR300. As you can see, this is sitting here at just below $2. Most AK-47 skins are usually around and less than $1. So this is actually not doing too bad. People are appreciating it, especially when you consider the comics AK is like, what, $18? You should keep an eye out for Vebe skin, the Twitch drop. That's going to be out on Thursday. Between August 7th to the 17th, the batch of Twitch drops are going to be very nice. So anyway, yeah, I think a Jackhammer would be a pretty cool thing to see. I'm not sure if these Arctic Skull weapons are going to bounce up in price that much, but I do think people would appreciate it. I do think people would be very happy to see more Jackhammer skins potentially being accepted. And just to point out, you got like the skull there, so his jaw's one half, the head's the other half, and when you do the drilling, it goes... So yeah, that's looking pretty cool. That's looking pretty goofy. But we do have competition. What we have over here is Isoparam Jackhammer. This is the green version. This is the hot, warm, orangey, red and yellow version. We saw an L96 being accepted somewhat recently, didn't we? Yep. So let's go bring that up. Let's go take a look at Isoparam. Now, unfortunately, I don't think it's holding up its price. There you go. Yeah. Oh, I accidentally clicked something there. Yeah, it's gone down. It's down to $1.93. It's not the end of the world, but it has gone down in price from $2.49. If we were to see a Jackhammer skin, would I expect that to really bounce up that much? Not really. It technically would be a weapon/tool only collection, which don't really tend to work out very nicely. But just that all by itself, maybe it could be a little bit better. I mean, we'll see. All right. Independently, all by itself, Isoparam Jackhammer probably will be appreciated, bought, go up in price and hold its value. How is the Black Ops Jackhammer doing at the moment? Coincidentally, the people that make Isoparam also make Black Ops. So if I could just go over to here, Black Ops, I can confirm it's actually doing a pretty good job of retaining its price. This is due to the fact that we just don't see that many Jackhammer skins being accepted. We do get quite a lot of Twitch drops. We recently saw the Fancy Orb Twitch drop, didn't we? And then, look at that, people doing that. Oh dear, oh dear. So, regardless, it'll be a nice thing to look forward to. But the collection kind of needs to build itself up a little bit more to really notice some nice gains and whatnot. But all by itself, that would still look pretty good, and I think people will appreciate. So, best of luck to Holodnog and Kolotinsky. Best of luck to the people behind the Arctic Skull Jackhammer. Whichever one gets accepted, it'd be nice to see a collection continuation. Cool. Moving on, we got quite a lot of skins here. I've clicked the wrong thing now. Yeah, sorry about that. All right, so moving on. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I don't want to be here forever. I want to get through all these skins in a nice, reasonable pace, and I'm sure you do too. So over to here with the Blue Steel Hunting Bow. It's got a bit of transparency apparently, but transparency on bow skins doesn't really matter. It's nice to see, it's pretty cool, but it doesn't really make that much of a difference. Not paid to win. Best of luck to you, Mr. Bit. We have Ocular Hunting Bow produced by Sunart. Get a good look at that. Yep, a nice colourful looking design. Looking pretty interesting. Could that potentially be accepted? Would you appreciate? Consider showing support. Best of luck to Sunart. Over to here with the Spider Fangs Sap. Aimed in the sight, what do we see? Looking pretty reasonably interesting. Spider fangs. Oh, that might hurt. I don't want to touch that. You can see how they slowly built up the design. So Elfrietar, you got a pretty cool idea going on here. Looks pretty sinister. If anything, I kind of think like it's a Halloween skin. Do you hate spiders? Shame. Sorry about that. But yeah, looking pretty cool. Best of luck. Over to here with the Project Emerald Sap, produced by Kavahu. Looking pretty shiny. Is that transparency as well? It does mention it. Ooh, okay. First of all, the main thing we care about is the aim down the sight. Looking pretty good there. Turquoisey green should stand out in pretty much every single environment. So yeah, look at that. Looking pretty sweet. Best of luck to Kavahu. Let's see if that design potentially gets accepted. We could have a whole set of transparent weapons. Over to here with the Mayday Python. I do believe this is supposed to look like a flare gun. Yep, and it would be in reference to the Pilot Hazmat DLC. So yeah, makes sense. Produced by Scropen. Get a good look at that. It's not the first attempt for a skin that's supposed to look like a flare gun. I've seen many attempts in the past. Could this be the one though? Is it the right time? We'll see. Nice useful yellow aim sight. Looking pretty sweet there. And then we have the glow-in-the-dark version. What? Yeah, apparently. So what part glows? Because I'm not seeing it very well. I'm not seeing the glow-in-the-dark on the skin properly. Okay. So it's just the dots, not the actual aim sight. Oh, the aim sight does glow. Okay, that's not allowed. Sorry. He made two versions. It's fine. So best of luck to Scropen. Let's see if that works out nicely. Over to here with the Starlight MP5 produced by SMN. There is transparency, as you can see. Perfect. Not as much as the Heat Seeker, but still nice. And I'm sure a lot of people would still, appreciate that. So yeah, looking pretty sweet. Perfectly fine look pattern design. Best of luck to you, Mr. SMN. Over to here with the wooden double barrel shotgun, which is a collection continuation, because I don't think everybody fully realises this, but we had that wooden SAR bin accepted about a year and a half ago. So yeah, it's made out of wood. Cool. Can't complain about that. Get a good look at that. And then we'll go over to here and type in wooden SAR. Wooden SAR. Right, it's not doing good, sorry. But yeah, it's not doing good. It's just basically barely over $1, like most SAR skins. Sorry to say, but I don't think a brand new double barrel shotgun skin is going to really cause that to go up in price insanely. Looks cool though, very unique. I think a lot of people would like a nice organic double barrel shotgun. And looks very nice and cute. So best of luck to you, Spinoza, but I don't think that's going to cause the other skin to go up in price that much. We do have Gold Chains double barrel shotgun though, but it's the same thing. This has got a very weird collection. 2 pairs of gloves, Roadsign, leather, a backpack, a poncho, and what did we see being accepted very recently? An ice pick. I'm just going to be very straightforward with you. I don't really expect any of that to spike in one spike in price. I will sit here and say though, golden double barrel shotgun. Pretty cool. I think a lot of people would actually appreciate that just by itself. Yeah, look at that. Okay. Can we get like an overhead view? That'll do. That's the best I can show. That's a lot of carat gold right there, and I'm going to blast you in the face with it. How romantic. But yes, if we could just quickly go over to here, take a look. We've got the gold chains collection, and I do believe the prices aren't really holding up very nicely. Both the gloves, actually the leather gloves have improved. I'm aware of that. So Roadside gloves, weren't they $2.49? I'm pretty sure they were. Regardless, they're still kind of maintaining the price. It's looking not that bad. Leather gloves are doing better though. They sold for, didn't they sell for $1.49? Well, as you can see, they're selling for $2.80 now. They have improved. Very, very cool. Backpack didn't sell that much. I think they sold for $3. Yeah, it's not $3 anymore. No, yeah, that's backpack skins in general though. And then we have the gold chains poncho. Looked very cool. Looked very funny when it first came out. Sold for $3. Now it's sitting there at $2.48. Not the end of the world, but not exactly maintaining its price. Yeah. So, yeah. Whatever you think of that, I'm sure you'll still appreciate the golden gun. So, best of luck to Say Chains and Demon. Let's see if that potentially gets accepted. Killer Shrine SAR, produced by Mr. Verona. Perfectly fine looking SAR skin, nice and metallic. It doesn't appear to be that colourful. We do have a bit of transparency there in the handle. So, yeah, I mean, let's look pretty. Wait, that's transparent? I think so. Yeah. So, best of luck. And then we. Oh, hang on a minute. Control Shift T. Did we aim down the sight? No. Okay, that's why I didn't look for it. Sorry. But we did here. Yes, Red Joker SAR. Get a good look at this. Orangey, red. Stands out reasonably well. Looks like it would stand out on most environments. Produced by Paladin Hooden. And then, of course, if we could just quickly go to here, to the black one. Black, green, gold, looking pretty sweet. Cannot complain. Alright, well, best of luck to you too. Let's see if that works out nicely. There's also a GIF right here showcasing it being reloaded. And we scroll down to take a look at a collection continuation or two. Now we've got the LR300, a decent amount of AK-47s, some snipers, and a rocket launcher. So over to here we have the Stinger SAR. Last week we saw the AK-47. I offered an opinion to Delarai. I said, if you're going to make a collection continuation to the crossbow which had transparency, add transparency to the future skins, the other skins you're making. He didn't do that with the AK. He has done that with the SAR. So fully transparent, exactly like the Heatseeker SAR. Nice, red, black, perfect combination. Stands out in every single environment. I cannot complain. I think a lot of people greatly appreciate that. So let's see if that works out. But we also have a second version. Now I'm not sure what's different here. Haven't fully figured it out. But if you look at the aim sight, yeah, it's the same thing. So if I were to just quickly bring both of them up and just stare. 1, 2, 1, 2. Right, it seems like there's a few bits here that have been made transparent on the first one. Or maybe it's just how he's holding it. Is that a shadow? It looks like a shadow hedge. He made his shadows transparent. No, he didn't. I'm joking. Not exactly sure what's going on there. But, of course, we had to bring up the Stinger crossbow, which was recently bought out. Stinger crossbow is right here, and there was a buyout, and it's sitting there at $2.54 now. It did go higher. I swear it was $3 at one point. There you go. You can see that perfectly. 204 sold. Bought out because it goes up. And then, you know, since then it's gone down a fair bit. Still better than where it was just a fair bit before. But yeah, as time goes on, this is going to gradually keep going up in price. Bit by bit, little by little. But if we see collection continuations, yeah, I think that'll be working out quite nicely. So, alright then, fair enough. Best of luck to you, Delarai. Let's see if that works out nicely. Best of luck, best of luck. Croco SAR. So, we recently saw the bolt action rifle being accepted, and we've had a few other skins being accepted. It is a weapon-only collection, and I can confirm there is no transparency there. That's a standard aim sight, so... Okay. Croco, let's get a look at you. How many people would appreciate a nice green SAR skin? That would be pretty interesting, but let's just look at these skins because unfortunately they're not holding up super great. But the SAP and the bolt action rifle are doing a fair bit better. So right now this is sitting here at $2, sold for $2, can't complain. Over to here, this sold for, well, $2 if I can recall. Now it's sitting here at $1.66. Let's just quickly confirm that. What price did you sell for? So if I just quickly go over to here, type in Croco, it was fairly recent. You sold for... Was it $2? It was $2. So it is a fair bit down. Not the end of the world, but could be better. So it's just a straggler, it looks like. So once that sells, it'll be back up to its rust ore price. Okay, well, sure, we'll consider that. But let me tell you, I don't think this is going to instantly work out and cause the other skins to spike in one spike in price. So many skins been accepted. Haven't really seen any go up in price ridiculously. SAP's just retaining because it's a SAP skin. It's a SAP skin. It's appreciated. Never really goes down to that much. Never really goes up that much. Yeah. So for that, if you like it, by all means consider showing support. Best of luck to these two, and let's see it works out nicely. But I don't think it's going to have that much of an impact. Dead Pilot LR300, another aviator themed skin. Pilot looking pretty cool. Rocket shooting off. Can't complain. Zihan, keep up the good work. If it gets accepted, we look forward to a brand new weapon collection. Looking pretty sweet. It's a nice cool blue design. Over to here with the Retro Jet AK-47. I guess it's made out of jet parts or something. Looking pretty sweet and silvery and shiny. Aimed in the sight. Pretty cool looking usage of blue. Can't complain. Looking pretty cool. Best of luck to Voodoo. Over to here. Infected AR. Yeah, good look at that. Yep. Alright then. So, bit of a yellowy design. How does it look when we aim down the sight? Aim down the sight. Perfect. And what do I see? Ooh, looks like a standard aim sight with a little bit of green. Just a little bit of green in between. So I guess it makes it stand out a little bit more. Can't complain. Looking pretty cool. Best of luck to Legacy. Let's see if that works out quite nicely. Airborne Assault produced by Ico. Bright and colourful. Very in your face. Is that like a air hostess? Well, first of all, aimed in the sight. What do we see? Star, blue, red aim sight. Looking pretty cool. But let's just get a look at that. Oh, she's riding a rocket. Oh, okay then. Best of luck to Ico. Yeah. There's old pictures like that in the past on like posters and whatnot. What am I referencing? Feel free to comment below. It's best of luck to Ico. And now on to bolt action rifle. So over to here with the shiny bolt action rifle produced by Fresh Risk and Somebody Stop Me. So it's looking pretty shiny, looking pretty nice and blue and purple. I guess it depends what time of the day. It's what it looks like. I believe iridescent refers to holographic. I guess. Okay, well, looks pretty cool. Looks pretty interesting. Is that an interesting aim sight? Bit of red there. Can't complain. All right, best of luck to use free. Let's see if that potentially works out very nicely. Then we're on to L96s. This right here is the Air Force L96. It's the version 1. Not that colourful, but looking pretty good in terms of like an interesting welded design. I don't know if it's like a DIY theme, but it does look pretty sweet. Looking pretty cool. Yep. And then over to here, we have a bit more of a desert sort of theme. So yeah, it looks like Domch is building up a collection, and whichever version he gets accepted, he'll commit to that colour. So if he gets the desert theme one, we've got desert batch of weapon themes like being made and whatnot, so that's cool. But if it's the bluish one, I guess that will be made next. So you get the idea. Whichever gets accepted, you know, let's see how it works. But best of luck to Domch. Let's see if either versions get accepted. And then over to here, that is a collection continuation. That is the factory new L96. It's a version 2 produced by Mr. Bad Trip and Hulk. Get a good look at this. So let's go ahead and talk about factory new collection. So we have the AK, the SEP, and the M249. The AK came out and it didn't really sell that much, or rather, sold a fair bit, but afterwards it's just not really holding up. It's not selling that much every day. 9 have sold in the past 24 hours, and it's just a slow decline. Now it has been recovering, but it hasn't really recovered that much. So like I said, it's not really selling that much day-to-day basis. So, Then we have the SAP. Now it's a SAP, and if I can recall, this sold for $3. It's basically retaining its price. And as you'll notice here, it's just basically been maintaining its price. SAPs are reliable. They don't really go up in price. They don't really go down in price that much. So, okay, fair enough. Looking pretty sweet there. Can't complain. And then we have the Factory New M249. I believe this sold for $3. It's $2.24 there. So, yeah. Overall, like, a brand new L96 would be cool. That's going to be added to a weapon-only collection, and it's just going to kind of, like, stay the same. Yeah, that wouldn't be too surprising. L96s independently, they don't go up in price that much regardless anyway either. So that appearing won't really cause the other skins to go up that much. And that all by itself as well, not looking that good either. But for what it is, the design is nice. It's just I'm referencing the potential in terms of investments and whatnot. I'm sure you get the idea. So, okay, can't complain. Nice, factory new, shiny, metallic design. Best of luck to Bad Trip and Hulk. Let's see if that potentially gets accepted. And lastly, we have Soap Opera Rocket Launcher, produced by Decap. An interesting pink design. Is it quite literally supposed to be soap? But yeah, no aim down the sign. Oh, okay. Aim down the sight. It's right there. Perfect. Yep, that's to be expected. I cannot complain. Best of luck to Decap. And that is it. Yeah, it's quite literally soap. Oh, okay, cool. That might be a bit of a problem in the bath. But anyway, that is it in regards to weapons/tools. Out of all these skins, which one has impressed you the most? Which skins do you think have a genuine good chance of potentially being accepted? Feel free to comment below. And with that, let's now move on and talk about clothing and armour. So this might be fairly straightforward. Let's go ahead. Let's jump in. So first of all, we have the Trench Warfare backpack. I did show this off in my special preview for the stream I did showcasing skins. It looks cool. You got like an assortment of like some bottles there and whatnot. Okay, look at this. You got your shovel, your knife to the side. Looks pretty cool. A very interesting trench theme design. I think they're building up a very interesting set. Best of luck to NFN. Now, I think this is a collection continuation. No, they're building a collection. So this is the owl backpack. It's their second attempt. Would you like to have a little owl on your back that goes twit-woo? So best of luck to Casadness Spectro. Let's see if that works out nicely. It's a very comfy, silly looking design. But that is not a silly design. That is Island Assault as a backpack. So, what do you reckon? Would the tier 3 appreciate it? The boots, the gloves, the tier 2, the hoodie and pants? Oh, come on now, you know it will. So, let's go over to here to home, and let's talk about the sales we have seen for the Tier 2 armor as of recent. This has sold quite a lot. With the previous week, you'll see that the hoodie did over 28,000 subscribers and the pants did just over 27,000 subscribers. Looking at the Tier 2 at the moment, didn't mean to click you, sorry about that. Looking at the Tier 2 at the moment, all of that's over 30,000, with the kilt at 33,000 subscribers. You can't look at all the other bits and pieces with the Island Assault because it's all gone up in price. It's been ridiculous. But looking at this, honestly, it's only the kilt I'm interested because it's the only leg armor we have, and it's abnormal tomorrow. I'm going to have quite a speech talking about that tomorrow. Yes, I will. Yes, it sold a lot, but it still most likely will work out okay. That'll definitely be a discussion for tomorrow. But so as long as Island Assault remains in demand, appreciated, and desired, and let me tell you, hiding in shadows in monuments, I think people can appreciate it. So yeah, it might not be an instant thing, but I can see the kilt still working out quite all right. I do question the vest and the helmet quite a lot, though. That might be a bit of a concern. So it's nice to see a collection continuation. It was expected. The skin creator did tell us, and I do believe he wants to wrap it up with a jacket, as in he doesn't really want to do any more. But he is aware of the popularity, so he might consider making some weapons. Maybe. Hard maybe. Okay? Cool, so we're aware of that. So yeah, consider looking at the Tier 2, but we'll do the abnormal borders first. Let's move on and talk about these primitive skins. Get a good look at these. Yes, yes, yes. Then the hoodie and pants. Yes, yes, yes. And then we'll look at some other things in a bit. So over to here, what do we have? Wicker bandana. It's all nice and welded together. How nice, how cute. A perfectly fine design produced by Mr. Jessin. Best of luck to you, good sir. Black Paladin. This is a collection continuation. So we saw hoodie and pants being accepted quite some time back, and that was it. Skin Creator did try for Tier 3. He made a backpack, didn't work out, but you know what? He's gone ahead and he's approached it differently. He's made a bandana and a poncho. Wait, am I correct to say that? It's a Burlap head wrap. Sorry about that. I typically expect bandanas. So, yeah. Okay, this is a different approach. But let's just quickly look up Black Paladin. As you'll see, the hoodie pants came out. We expected another blackout alternative option. But yeah, $1.22 and $1.88. Not doing too bad, actually. Let's just quickly remind myself, how much do they sell for? Black Paladin. What did you sell for? Both the pieces would be the same, $2 each. So, okay, it's not the best. Pants are doing a little bit better, but hoodie could be better. But if we were to see this being accepted, I mean, I wouldn't say no, but I think it would be a lot better if it was Tier 2 or, Tier 3. Skin Creator did try. So, we'll leave it at that. But it is looking interesting. I do like that design. It looks actually pretty cool. I think a lot of other people would appreciate it. So, alright, cool. Best of luck. So, I'm not sure if it's going to cause the hoodie or pants to spike in price, but I wouldn't be surprised if a decent amount of sales do happen. So, we'll leave it to the actual next rush store, see if it gets accepted. Trench Warfare Riot Helmet, transparent design, looking pretty cool. Wouldn't be the first sort of Riot helmet to look like that. You might recall the flashbacks. But yeah, looking pretty sweet. Now, wait, hang on a minute. Was this as a combination? The backpack? Wait, the backpack was a version 2? Wait, okay, I'm a little bit confused now. Was this actually... that was actually a late... Okay. I'll just leave it there. So this was actually supposed to be set and ready. Let me just see this. So he actually put that out on Wednesday last week. It was actually supposed to be a version 2 of the backpack from the previous week. So I was only supposed to look at this. Oh no, Hedge. I'll leave it in. I'll leave it in. Whatever. But yeah, a nice addition to this growing trench warfare collection. So, okay, best of luck to you, anything. Let's see if that works out nicely. We had the flashbacks right helmet in the past, and it's selling quite nicely at the moment. It's nice and green, and that's nice and green. So, ooh, probably a nice cheap alternative. Over to here, we have Tactical Siege hoodie and pants. Got to be brutally honest with you, Mr. Multi-Hat Boris and Mr. Damned In. I don't think this is the right time for this, considering we still have Island Assault. So, yeah. So that's looking pretty cool, but again, the timing. And then over to here with the black version. So, all right, I mean, why not? But we've already had some blackout alternatives this year, so I don't know. But it couldn't hurt to try, you know? You're not going to catch a fish, you never cast your rod, so best of luck. Let's see if it works out. Over to here. Dinosaur hoodie and pants. Can't say no. Do you want to become a dinosaur? Well, your dreams may come true. For what we have right here is a ferocious batch of, like, scaly flesh. A little bit of a scratch there, buddy. Oh, dear. But we saw the boots and gloves being submitted quite some time back. There you go, yep. And now we have the hoodie and pants. So very weird but strange looking designs being produced. It's different, and I'm not saying no. What we need now is like a big, scary dinosaur mask, but it can't be done, can it? But with some transparency in the face mask, you could still make a pretty cool design. So, hey, we'll see. It's in your hands, Kika. Let's see if it could work out. Tyrannosaurus brown reptile. Yes. Yes. Right, best of luck. We'll finish with 2 collection continuations. First up, steel Roadsign boots and gloves. So, yes, we saw an interesting batch of skins being accepted quite some time back, but it was primitive. It was primitive. And I think I need to sneeze, so I'm just going to hold my nose like that. I'm good now. Right, steel. The boonie hat sold nicely and worked out nicely. The prices held, but these two not so much. So let's just go get a good look at these. Steel bandana, 65 cents after selling at 99 cents. Oof. Poncho, sold at 99 cents, now it's selling at 72 cents. Oof. But the boonie, yep, the boonie is doing very nicely at $1.42. Not insane profits, but still profitable. So let's just quickly close all of these because I'm actually building up quite a lot of tabs. I will sit here and say this. I don't think the boots and gloves will really make that much of a difference to the primitive skins. I could still see some purchases happening. I could see some improvement. I think the boonie hat probably would a little bit. But it's mainly like core pieces like tier 3, tier 2 and all that, hoodie pants that would more appreciate boots and gloves. What if they did leather gloves and hide boots? Well, didn't they do that? Let me just quickly double check again. And no. Maybe that might be a bit more appropriate. But as you did notice right there, they did try for tier 3 and hoodie and pants. So we'll see what becomes of that. But yeah, I don't think there's going to be that much that's going to change. And So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But lastly, we have Funerary Friend, tier 2 armor. Get a good look at that. So we're anticipating this, weren't we? Ever since we saw the hoodie and pants, we're like, all right, tier 3, boots and gloves, tier 2. If it comes, we're going to be very, very happy. So, all right, it's there, but will it be accepted? That's the main question. So if we could just quickly hop back over to here, type in Funerary. Funerary. Well, what do we see? Well, it looks like it's not down too bad, but not perfect. So what prices did these sell for again? I go over to here, I type in Funerary, and I could see for myself that apparently the Funerary hoodie and pants, I think one of them sold for a higher price, if I can recall, $1.49. Let's just assume both of them sold for $1.49. Well, that apparently is now selling for $7.60. What? Okay. So it appears someone bought out all the stock. Yes. Someone bought out all the stock. And it's ballooned to an insane price. What is going on? I don't know. Did a YouTuber use this in a recent video? Feel free to comment below, but what? I am surprised, puzzled, confused, a little bit scared. What the? I don't know. I have no idea what's going on here. Well, regardless, if we were to see tier 2 being accepted, I think we'd still see it spike a price very, very nice. Yes. You might actually see it retain those prices. Because I think some funny business is going on here. What on earth has caused that? Like the highest barter was $1. And now it's doing this? I don't know. I'm confused. So we'll leave it at that. Feel free to comment below what you think's going on there, but it looks like some manipulations are going on. Alright then. Well, that's a bit of a surprise. Could look at the backpack though. Could look at the backpack. The backpack sold reasonably, and right now it's sitting here on the Steam market at $2.80, which is fine. Still maintaining its price. The barders are there to keep it up. Can't complain. And more skins the merrier. So yeah, that was odd. Can't complain, I guess, but yeah, I actually bought some of a barter. I want to see if I can sell them for $6 each. Best of luck to you, MA1 And that's it. That's a wrap. So out of all the Cloven Armour skins, which ones has impressed you the most? Feel free to comment below. And of course, out of all the skins today, feel free to comment below all the skins you fully expect to potentially be accepted in upcoming Rust stores. So sorry if it was a bit rambly today, but there was a lot of things to talk about. Last week there was hardly anything. This week there's a whole lot more. Lots of collection continuations, lots of discussions. So just to remind all of you, this is Skinnalytics. If you go to SMDD, it quite literally tells you to consider going there instead. It's down until the 15th of August, unfortunately. It'll send you straight to the front page. Now, as I said, there are more websites like SMD being worked on at the moment. I am aware of that. And you might be aware of that. And we'll see what happens next. Just saying. If you were to go to micro522.com, you'll see the skins in order of like what's currently getting a lot of support, lots of votes and whatnot. To our surprise, Sinotype Ore Large Box is currently on top with a score overall of 74. That is ridiculous. Upvote to downvote ratio 3.59. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see it being accepted. It is expected at some point we'll see a break where we don't see a Sinotype skin for a week or two. That's to be expected. But it wouldn't surprise me if we just go back to it like normal. 10, 15 skins, maybe more, we'll see. And then, of course, Under Assault Large Backpack. We have the Trench Warfare hoodie. That was last week. That was a late submission last week. So, Hollow Small Box is the third best rated skin. Then we have Final Flight Garage Door. And then we have the Tactical Siege hoodie and pants at 5th. So, alright, looking pretty cool. And don't forget, micro522.com is listed in the description. You can go see that for yourself. Cool. So yeah, cannot complain, looking pretty sweet. And I just want to showcase to you all the skins that we could see from here, looking pretty cool. But if you're jealous with the fact that I have everything in a very nice, presentable manner, and you'd like to set this up for yourself, well, please consider looking in the top right corner of this video right now. As you'll see just above me, click that card. It'll navigate you to a special video which will showcase to you the various different ways, and you can build up your own full authors list to make sure that all skins are provided you in a very nice, presentable manner, like so. Cool. Right then, so that's essentially everything. And just to repeat, that right there, you see that, okay? Please consider, offering your opinion. Please don't just sit there and moan at me saying, Hedge, why don't we see SKS skins? You have the opportunity right now to go tell them you want them. Oh, do it. Do it. Right, anyway. So yeah, consider looking at my short videos. You'll see some good insights and looks at some of the skins that we discussed today. And yeah, that's all I can really say. We can also mention that the Twitch drops are just around the corner. 4 general drops and 10 streamer-specific skins between August 7th to the 17th. And if you haven't seen it all for yourself, consider watching my August Twitch Drops 2025 showcase. Everything is chaptered. You can skip ahead to parts that you just basically want to skip to and get a good look at all the skins. Nice, interesting little bits of details here and there for your consideration. So thank you very much for watching the video. I greatly appreciate it. Catch you all later. See you, goodbye.